is it a fact that your wife, who you were with and who didn't sleep with other men, left you?
No, it's not a fact.
Yeah, I got to jump in really quick.
I've heard otherwise.
Andrew, I got to jump in really quick.
Where did you hear that from?
Andrew.
CUCK.com when you were over there with your husband Bevo?
No, it was
from CUCK.com?
You do realise that's all bullshit, and you believe anything that anyone says to you.
Wait, how? It's not bullshit.
It's not. He's talking about logical fallacies. That's very real.
He's talking about my relationship. So how's that real?
When did he only brought that up because you brought your.
You literally did a story.
I asked him a question.
Hold on, stop. You literally did a story on your Instagram, or it was Bevo, I don't know who. He was trying to get you a collab so you could fuck Jason Love.
That's
You're
a joke.
Clearly,
do you not know how I get views in this life?
The whole industry is fake. It's not real.
The whole
why
industry
would you?
is fake.
So you weren't actually angling to do a collaboration with Jason Love?
No.
You're literally in an open relationship.
No, I'm not.
I think she would.
Do you know what the thing is? You believe anything that's said. You believe anything that's said to you.
I don't.
Yeah, I try to believe when people say words, I try to hope that they're being honest. But I know that's not common in your industry. Go ahead, Andrew.
Are you on OnlyFans?
Yeah, I am on OnlyFans.
And are you dating Brandon?
Isabella.
Yes.
Then he's a fucking cuck. That's
How's that a cuck? That I've made content
Isn't
in
a
the
cuck
past.
watching someone have sex?
Yeah, a cuck is right. Define
Someone who
the
likes to
word
watch his wife.
cuck.
Yeah, exactly.
My boyfriend does not watch me have sex with other people.
I'll define it. I'll define it.
Go on then.
Okay. So a cuck is either one. It's either or, not one of the other. It's either or. So it's either a man who purposely allows his wife to sexually gratify other men, or it's a man whose wife has gone out and slept with other men and he unknowingly raised their offspring. That's a cuck.
Well, then where are you getting this definition from?
Yeah, can we get the Google definition up on the screen,
You can ask the
please?
clarifier. Let me finish with the definition. Bevo would fall neatly into definition 1. He allows his woman to sexually gratify other men, therefore he's a cuck. That's it.
How is it a cuck? It's an online job.
I'm sorry.
No, a cuck is someone.
Purposely.
Right, okay, are you going to let me talk since you finished talking and now it's my turn to talk? Or are you going to butt in like I keep butting in and you keep kicking off about it? You kick off when I butt in. You kick off when I butt in, and then as soon as you butt in, it's fine. So it's either one way or the other.
Well, if you ask me a question, I have to answer the question.
All right, well, I didn't ask a question. I asked the question.
I
asked the question, you answered it, and then as soon as I started responding to that, you butted in. But every time I butt into you, I get told off for butting in.
No, only if you're cutting me off when I'm in the middle of
well, you've just cut me off.
When you ask me a question, I'm just trying to answer your question.
Yeah, you've answered the question.
See, I just let you speak and it didn't cut you off?
You have answered the question, I replied, and then you started cutting me off in it. Do you want my response or not?
This sounds like I have time for a cigarette.
But go ahead, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I need to go for it.
I will say, I think that people tend to listen to what you have to say a lot more when you say it calmly.
I know, but I don't really care. Like, if someone's going to speak to me in a nasty tone, I'm going to speak to them back in a nasty tone. Rich, he has
but I think they think, oh, she's yelling.
I wasn't speaking to you in nasty tone.
I know, but that's just how I respond. I'm English.
You came at me with some fallacious allegations,
and
so now I'm not supposed to defend myself.
Are you gonna butt in again? Are you butting in while I'm speaking? Rich, you got told.
Well, I am now.
Well, you got told not to butt in. All of us got told not to butt in. So, am I listening to the rules? Not when you're not listening to the rules. It's as simple as that.
Not to have SciComm.
Oh, you've done it again. You've done it again. You've done it again. Are you going to get kicked off the show? Because apparently we're going to get kicked off the show if we butt in. So, bye.
Okay, I'm sorry. You getting kicked off the show?
Well, apparently if you butt in too many times, which you have. I'm trying to speak, and then you're butting in. And then when you speak,
having a combo, right?
You've just done it again. You have just done it again.
Just make your point.
I'm trying, but I keep getting butted in.
Then just keep going on with it. Speak over. Just get your point out. She forgot. You forgot.
Yeah, I feel
exactly. Okay, so I'm sorry, Andrew. Before you go on, I have a real quick question. You're British too, right, ma'am?
No.
What? Because your accent is so beautiful. Where is it? Where is it from?
The Caribbean. But I'm speaking straight English.
What do you think I have a beautiful accent?
Oh, okay. I got it.
I'm singing.
No,
you got it. Yes. I was just like, because it's different, So okay. Sorry.
Go on.
I mean, it's still a Caribbean English dialectic is still a is that British English though? The dialectic that the Caribbean English comes from?
We and St. Lucia speak St. Lucian Creole and English.
Because I speak English, but I have a Spanish accent.
We were
I don't even speak Spanish. It's beautiful. I don't even speak Spanish either.
Colonized by the French first, and then the British won.
I sound like a chola.
So then the Creole is a French dialectic. It's a French mixed dialectic?
Yes.
Okay, and then the English is a British dialectic?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So it is. So she was hearing.
It sounds so eloquent. Is what I'm saying. I like it.
Well, I'm speaking as like the most American I can, but as typical English does not speak like this.
Well, I'm speaking English too, but I still have a Spanish accent, and I don't even speak Spanish.
That's true. You do.
I am half St. Lucian and half Puerto Rican.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You single? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, continue on with the argument. Sorry to interrupt your argument, guys.
Aw, what if we all just
I
spread peace and
was
love?
just listening. I didn't want to interrupt her. Go ahead.
Well, am I speaking or is someone else?
So what was the question?
We've not been asked anything.
I forgot what the question was that was going around the table. Do y'all remember?
Well, we were arguing because she had said that everything, which is, an OnlyFans is made up, and that they were doing this
I
whole
actually
thing
didn't
between
state
speed.
that. Can I just get that clear before you carry on with yours?
I mean, now you just cut in, right?
Yeah, I put it in because you said an incorrect fact. I put it in because you said an incorrect fact, so I'm just correcting you on that.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I've just corrected you.
What's the incorrect fact?
That not everything on OnlyFans is fake.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. So, but the thing is that when you're talking about how we were just trolling when we came on before, you and Bevo, right? Nobody was calling Bevo a cuck because you said that you were in an open relationship. They would have called him a cuck anyway because he's dating a girl who's on OnlyFans. It's the same thing in people's mind's eyes.
So every man that does OnlyFans wanks off to the girlfriend having sex. That isn't the fact. My boyfriend doesn't wank off to me having sex. I'm watching. Cuck is, in this day and age, a man that gets pleasure of watching their girlfriend have sex with other people. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know what everyone else
just has a different definition.
But if your definition's that, then that's fine. You can define what you want to define. But a lot of girls in our day and age and a lot of men in our day and age do not define the same thing as what you do.
Okay, well, let's test this and see if that is the case. Let's start with this. After that show between you and Bevo, we're going off the information you were giving us, right? At least
it wasn't actually what I was giving you, but Brandon's going to be on in a few weeks' time, so you can have that issue with him then. But all I'm saying is I'm not in a cuck relationship.
Oh, okay. No, well, you wouldn't be. You're not the cuck. But the thing is but back to this.
A cuck's basically when you wank off to your girlfriend getting pleasure from someone else.
Yeah, why
for everybody on the podcast that doesn't know
why are you so bothered about my relationship? Do you want me to out all of the things about your relationship? Because I can. I've got all the facts.
Mamitas, in case there's people that don't know the definition of cuck,
you can.
tell the people maybe they don't know.
It'll do you.
So the definition of cuck is getting pleasure of your girlfriend
with a U
having sex with someone else. So it would be,
and then the guy likes it.
It would be the boy like basically wanking over the fact that the girlfriend's getting pleasure off someone else,
or watching.
I think there might be a lot of people that don't know the term. So we're talking because she didn't know. So
the only thing is, people like him are the reason why people aren't educated about what a cuck is, because he just defines whatever the fuck he wants to define.
I can give you the actual definitions.
No, we've heard your definitions.
Just so you understand, this comes from from an old English.
Old.
And before that,
old.
Stop trying to explain it to
like you. Old.
Me and like me. Present.
Old.
Wait, it's old?
I'm 49.
What does it have to do with anything? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Because it's an old definition.
You know what it is?
Your day and age.
You know what it is? It's a word that I learned from this podcast, ad hominem or whatever. Right? Is that the right? I learned that word on this podcast. It's an ad hominem.
An ad hom is attacking the person instead of the argument. It's fine to attack the person and the argument as long as you're attacking the argument.
I think everyone should take a critical
ad hominem.
I think that
isn't ad hominem. I looked it up because I heard Brian saying it a lot. So I was like, what the fuck is that? And so it's basically like when they're losing an argument and then they start bringing out somebody's looks or like their age or something that have nothing to do with the argument.
No. Well, it's
okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Not quite. So an ad hom would be like this. So let's say I told you. I don't know, 50,000 people in the United States carry knives. Let's say I told you that, and then I said, and I think carrying knives is good, right? Because most people carry. And you responded with, oh yeah, hang on, and you responded with, oh yeah, well you're stupid, right? Well,
yes.
That would be an ad hom because you haven't responded to the argument. You've only deferred to calling me stupid, so you don't have to respond to the argument.
Or I could also say,
why are you fighting?
Stop.
Why am I talking? I've just said you.
I said fighting, not talking. Why are you yelling?
I'm saying you've not let her speak.
Lady, put the cuckoo back in the clock for 5 seconds.
The cuckoo back in the clock. Can you just get off the screen? You're boring.
Anyway, before you went fucking bonkers in Gonzo.
All right, cool. I go bonkers all the time.
Now, if you were,
especially when there's a man like you that always speaks a load of shit.
Why are you still spurting?
I know, but it's just he doesn't let anyone else speak.
He still hasn't finished.
Well,
you're not
letting anyone else speak either. Stop yelling.
He's just said that no one can defend themselves. No shit. Yeah, when he stopped talking over me.
I'm like Karen downstairs.
Look, hold on.
All I'm saying is
just stop. Hold on. Calm down. There's a couple things here. There's 8 of you. There's 1 of Andrew. So you got it. Like Andrew has a bit more leeway when it comes to interrupting. Also, he's doing a call-in, so there's a bit of an audio delay. It's more likely there's some audio considerations there. Just let him finish speaking. Mm-hmm. Once you let him, you can give your rebuttal, but stop with the theatrics. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah. Well, so just real quick. But if you were to say, well, Andrew, that's wrong because it doesn't matter that 50,000 people carry knives. That doesn't give a good justification for why they should. So you're stupid. That would not be an ad hom. You're still calling me stupid in both instances, but in one, you're not addressing the argument and calling me stupid, so it's an ad hom. And in the other, you're addressing the argument and calling me stupid. That's not an ad hom.
Can I respond to that as well? This is also why I think that every person should take a critical thinking philosophy class, because you learn about how to construct a logical argument, and it can be very helpful, especially if you're someone who does like to argue and you're someone who wants to and who knows that you'll be in situations where you have to argue where you won't look, I don't want to say stupid, but you won't look like you don't know what you're talking about if you understand what it's like to literally, like, it's like math, like constructing a logical argument. So that's what his name is, Andrew.
It's mathematics, yeah. It's mathematics.
So so I just think that it's important because a lot of people don't have that critical thinking, and it's not their fault. It's not because you're born with it. Like, it's something you have to learn. You have to educate yourself on. But you get nowhere in an argument if you're doing all these fallacies, which are really real things, like even the ad hominem fallacy. So, like, I don't know. I just want to put that out there. That's important for everyone to learn that sort of thing.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think that discourse is made better when people try to just convey what they're trying to say in a way that's universalized, that everybody can understand. That's what an argument is, a mathematical construction of something you're trying to say in a way that everybody can understand what it is you're saying, right? And it either is true or it's not true. So I think I tend to agree with you.